Hey people, hope you're good. Thank you for joining me for this special video on my top 10 favourite films. And yeah, obviously there will be spoilers involved, so be warned. And I hope you enjoy it. And let's get in. We'll start from 10. The Guest. Dan Stevens and Maika Monroe. Hope I didn't butcher your name, but yeah, there she is there on the back. Can't remember his name, but yeah, there she is. And obviously Dan Stevens is a English actor, if you didn't know that. But yeah, what can I say about this film? It's a gem. It is. It's one of those films. It's ridiculously gone under the radar, in my opinion. When I watched it for the first time, saw trailers and stuff, I thought it looked amazing, and it was amazing. I mean, there's a bit of mystery to it as well, because obviously he turns up at this family's house, just uninvited, and oh, I'm so blah blah blah. I knew your son. We served together in the army, and I was there when he died, or all that stuff. But then obviously, if you go later in the film, it turns out basically he's kind of a super soldier. Pardon me, excuse me, I just had dinner. But he's basically a super soldier, and he doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, he drinks, but he doesn't. None of the others. And I don't think drugs affect him as well, because he had some weed and that did not affect him. So yeah, but he takes no prisoners in this film. He really doesn't. Dan Stevens is fantastic in this film. Can't praise the guy enough. Another good English actor. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And obviously, if you watch Legion as well, 3 seasons of Legion, he's the main guy in that. Fantastic show, basically based on the X-Men world and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get back to this. I highly recommend this film. So please watch it. You know what I mean? Like I said, the violence when it all kicks off near the end, it's brutal. I mean, it's got that 80s vibe to it as well, which is like fucking brilliant. It's so good. It's so good. I'm not joking you. I'm not kidding you. It's a masterclass. It is. Me personally, I love this film. It's a masterclass. I think it is. This is my opinion here. So, please respect it. We're cool. But this film is a gem. I highly recommend it. The 80s feel to it is mesmerising. It really is. And I really hope you enjoy this. If you go and watch this, I recommend this very highly. And if you like, 80s action and stuff like that, it's got that kind of John Carpenter feel to it when you watch the movie. So other than that, yeah, go watch it. The Guest. Enjoy. Next one. Now this is a very personal favourite of mine. Boom. American Psycho. This film is one of Christian Bale's best films, other than the Batman movies, but we'll get there. But this film is just absolutely fantastic, and to think Leonardo DiCaprio wanted this role. No offense to Leo, he's a fantastic actor, but Bale wanted this part and he got it, and he was born for it. Definitely. The violence it can be brutal. There's one scene obviously with the dog, and I'm an animal lover, and I have to literally turn away or mute. Sometimes I mute the TV because I don't want to hear that dog getting killed. Yeah. It is brutal when it wants to be. It's also very comical and very dark humoured at times as well. And because obviously Christian Bale is playing like a Wall Street kind of businessman, stuff like that, and he's got all this money, big houses, stuff like that, and like I say, in the day he's normal, trying to be, but at night time he basically kills people, mostly prostitutes, but yeah, he kills a lot of people, sometimes eats them as well, sometimes, but you don't see that, but he says it. But his acting is just fantastic. He knocked it out of the park with this one. This is, like I say, a personal favourite of mine. I love this film. I would recommend it to anyone. If it's on TV, I will watch this anytime it's on. Anytime. It is without a doubt one hell of a film. Sorry if there's a bit of a glare. But yeah, it is one hell of a film. Please go and watch. You will not be disappointed. American Psycho. Next one. I'd say they're all personal favourites really, but this one is another good one. Upgrade. And yes, it is Blu-ray. Just it's in a box, and there's a film, some books, and poster, I think. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, basically it revolves around, well, this character looks like Tom Hardy, but it's not. And STEM, which you think at the beginning of the film, well, when you find out who STEM is, it's basically this little chip here. You think, oh, he's here to help him. Because obviously, what we find out though, near the end of the film, because STEM's helping him trying to find out what happened to him, because he was paralysed by these men. And his girlfriend got killed by these men as well. And we go through the film, and he's just like a computer. He needs STEM's help to, fight back. And it's sometimes it's laughable, but it's so fun, and it's fun to watch. It's just like, he moves like a robot when he's fighting people, and when he kills them, the kills are fucking brutal. They are brutal. Honestly, I'm not just saying that, they are some crazy shit, batshit crazy, as I'd say. But obviously you got a cop here who's trying to find out what happened. Bad guy down here, the guy that created STEM, that goes in the back of his neck, basically. And we find out basically that STEM organised the hit on him and his wife, and to paralyse him, so STEM could get his body and become normal, basically. And there is spoilers in this. STEM wins, so the ending is not for the faint-hearted. It's not a happy ending here. There isn't. When I watched this film and got to the ending, I could not believe what I was seeing. I really could not believe it. The film it just kind of thinks okay, yeah, it's going to go this way, but it doesn't go the way you think. It really doesn't. No way. No chance in hell it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, we're still waiting for a number 2. Hopefully it will come. Hopefully. I know the film didn't do well at the cinema, but the DVD sales, I think, have been quite good. So I reckon number 10 to 20 years time, maybe in 15 years time. In my opinion, this is already a cult classic, but it will be considered a cult classic. So I'm hoping there's a second one. We need to see. There's rumours of a second one, but I hope we get to see it. I really do. I recommend this film. Please go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. Upgrade. Next one. Sorry, they're all like miles away from me. Right, next one. Now this film, Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, it's embossed as well. This is one of my favourite steel books. One of my favourite ones. All the dollar signs, I love it. Obviously Leonardo DiCaprio, Scorsese. This film is absolutely insane. Basically, you got Leonardo DiCaprio as a Wall Street stockbroker, and at first he's all like, just want to, get in this, provide for my family. But then the money starts really kicking in, and he starts making multi-millions, and it's just, the film is absolutely insane. You got Jonah Hill in it as well. The guy who played Punisher, I can't remember his name, John Bartholomew, I can't pronounce his name, please don't shoot me. There's loads of other people in this film. There's loads of people, and it's just outright insane, this film. It's a true story. Basically, Leonardo DiCaprio's character is basically laundering money here, there and everywhere. Millions of it, millions and millions. And he ends up leaving his wife for Margot Robbie. Yes, I think this is her first American film debut. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But obviously we know she went on to play Harley Quinn. So, good choice. And yeah, this film is just sex, drugs, more drugs, even more drugs, hell of a lot more drugs, and just, you know, people die in it as well. But yeah, it's just mostly drugs. But it is a balls to the wall crazy film. It's batshit crazy. This film is one of my favourites. I personally enjoy this film. It's just insane of a movie. If you've got nearly 3 hours to, you know, free, I suggest you watch this. You know what I mean? I mean, all these films have been out years now, so trust me, you'd watch them. You'd watch them. If you haven't, then something wrong. But yeah, one of Leo's best roles. I mean, other than The Revenant, which he actually won an Oscar for, thank God. But he should have got an Oscar for this one as well. But I highly recommend this film. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And like I say, this embossed. I think it's embossed. I don't know if I said it, but it's embossed as well. Look at that, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous still. But as soon as I saw it on the internet, I was like, I've got to have that book. I have to have it. But yeah, I highly recommend this film. I mean, there's so much to go through in this film. I'm only trying to do the certain bits, but yeah, I mean, it kind of loses all the money in the end and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I know I said spoilers, but it is a long film, so you'll get the gist of it. But go and watch it. I highly recommend it. Wolf of Wall Street. Boom. Next one. Leon. No women, no children. That's who he doesn't kill. This is a film literally I could stick on and I won't get up out my seat because it's that mesmerising. And I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a fantastic actor. And Gary Oldman's in this. A very young and film debut of Natalie Portman as well. I mean, he's a hitman. You know, enough said there. We know what he does there. But Natalie Portman, her dad basically got on the wrong side of Gary Oldman, who's a corrupt cop, and he's got like other corrupt cops with him. And basically they go around the house and just kill the whole family. Dad, mum, sister, little brother, gone. While she's out at the shop getting groceries. So she comes back and obviously all this is kicked off. But then she goes and knocks on his door to let her in because, you know, she's crying, she's scared. If you've seen the film, you know. But and then it's just, as soon as she lets him in, she lives with him. And then it's basically, it kind of turns into some kind of like a revenge story, which is, you know, understandable. But there's a bit of humour in this film. And it is a very good film. I would recommend this film to anybody. You will not be disappointed with this film. It is a classic, an absolute classic of a film. Set in New York, and it's just the perfect setting for a film like this. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Gary Oldman is on form in this film. He is an outright monster in this film. And like I said, the ending is just shoot, 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 bang, bang, bang. It's fantastic. If you're if you're very into guns and shooting in movies, this is for you. The ending is crazy. It's so skillfully done as well. It's brilliant. But I say the ending is quite sad. So I won't give too much away, but it's also satisfying in another way as well. But we are still praying for a second one. Natalie Portman, grown up, and she's a hitman just like Leon, the professional. So we're still waiting for that one, or even if it was remade. As long as it's done right, I'm there. I'm fine with it. But a sequel would be nice with the way it left off. So hopefully, you know, we'll get some confirmation on that in the next few years maybe. We've been waiting a long time. This is 90s when this come out, so long time ago. So yeah, highly recommend this film. Go and watch it. It's a gem. Leon. Next one. We have a quick sip. Whiskey and Coke. Lovely. Or is it? Ooh, trick question. Next one. The Dark Knight. Oh, sorry, I had to look at it. My hands weren't covering the name, but yeah, Dark Knight. This film. Oh, what can I say about this film? It is fantastic. one of Christopher Nolan's best films ever. It's still considered. This film is still considered one of the best comic book movies ever made in the DC universe. Says a lot, doesn't it? Says a lot. Christian Bale is fantastic as Batman as always, and then we have obviously Heath Ledger, Joker, Michael Caine, Alfred, and Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel, Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent, Two-Face, Gary Oldman, Commissioner Gordon, stuff like that. Everyone's basically back and everyone's on point with everything. But yeah, basically it's kind of like an origin story for the Joker, kind of, because obviously it sets up from the Batman Begins. So yeah, when we go into this film, the Joker, you think the Joker isn't really a big player, but it turns out he is. He's just building it up, and then eventually he just goes for everybody. So yeah, Heath Ledger is fantastic. I'm glad he won an Oscar for this role. He deserved it. He knocked it out of the park. I mean, I love Jack Nicholson's portrayal as a Joker in Batman 1989. Fucking brilliant film that was. Tim Burton, you did a good film there, and Batman Returns as well. I like that one as well. But Heath Ledger, he just goes that one step further, because I know for a fact when I was reading stuff, Heath Ledger spent months, if I read this right, months in a hotel room perfecting the Joker's voice and how he walks, how he moves and stuff like that. Now to me, that's a genius. That's a genius actor right there who wants to get it right. And boy did he fucking nailed it beautifully. This film is art. It's art. It's film art. It's all it is. But it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful disaster. You know what I mean? Like the Joker is anyway. But I highly recommend it. It's one of the best films I've ever seen. Ever. It's close, but I mean, there is a better film I've seen. You'll, probably slate me for it at the end, but it's my opinion, so bear with me. But this is a great film. Christopher Nolan at his best, like I've said. Christian Bale knocks it out of the park as Batman again. Obviously, the supporting players all do fantastic jobs. And, I mean, that's what I like about his character. The Joker character, we don't know what he's going to do next. We really don't know. And with some films, you think, okay, I can see that coming. But you can't though with this film. The Joker is very, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable in this film. Some things you see, you're just like, whoa, I did not see that coming. Did you really do that? I mean, the bit with the helicopter and all that was fantastic. And in the prison cell as well, that was good. And then because this is the thing, Joker doesn't care about money, and he burns that pyramid stack of money. It's just millions right there, maybe even billions. And he's like, yeah, all you think about is money. I think about gasoline. And what can I do with it? The guy does not give a shit about money. He says he does, but he doesn't. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't give a fuck about it. He just wants to watch the world burn. Simple as that. A little bit of chaos. And here we go. I love that bit. But yeah, please go check this out. If you haven't watched this, then I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with you. There really is. Don't shoot me for it, but you've been living under a rock. Seriously. But please go and watch this. You will not be disappointed. It is fantastic. Another masterclass. It is. It's another masterclass. And go and watch it. You will love it, I promise. The Dark Knight. Boom. Next one. Final four now, guys. Final four. Right. Next one is... Just need a drink again, sorry. Clear my throat. Logan. Logan. Now, I'm going to tell you a true story here. When this came out at the cinema, I went to go watch it. It was me, my friend, his girlfriend, and my partner at the time. My girlfriend at the time. And I paid £50 to see this film because I paid for my friends. because I had faith in this film, and it did not disappoint me. Because at the time I was going to be a father as well, and obviously we know this is, I mean, it's kind of his daughter in a way. You know what I mean? It is kind of his daughter if you look at it. So, but yeah, because it really hit home with the ending. Obviously, this was Hugh Jackman's final role as Wolverine, and obviously Patrick Stewart as Professor X. So it was kind of a bittersweet kind of thing, but I loved it. The film itself it's rated R, so it's like what Deadpool was. It's brutal. It is fucking brutal. The violence, the outright carnage in this film is just fucking fantastic. It is just balls to the wall. They're going all out for it. Because it's the last one for Hugh Jackman. They're going out all out for it, and I'm glad they did, because it is fantastic. The film, again, it's a masterclass. It's brilliant. I haven't watched it in black and white yet, because apparently it's really good in black and white, but I haven't watched that part yet. But I paid £50 to see this, and it was money well spent. I loved it. I'll be honest with you, I cried at the end. I cried, Daddy, 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 Daddy. That, it got me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm sure it did with everyone else. And I mean, I saw some reaction videos of people crying in the cinema, so I'm right there with you guys. I was right there with you. But like I say, basically the plot is, she basically comes out of nowhere. She's been made from his DNA, basically, and with the adamantium skeleton. And obviously she's got 2 claws instead of 3 like Wolverine. And he's basically got to protect her, because she's like, you know, basically one of a kind in a way. She's like a new range of mutants, because all the old mutants have like died out. Pardon me, and they're all gone practically, which is a shame. But yeah, and just the beginning of this film, the tone of it is just, ooh, in the trailer with the Johnny Cash music, with like when he sings Hurt, goes brilliant with the film. Johnny Cash and this film are beautiful together. Beautiful. Listen, I recommend Johnny Cash Hurt. Go and listen to it. That song hits you with a punch. It really does. It's beautiful. But yeah, then basically they're on the run. Back to the plot. They're on the run from these other people, this organisation. I can't remember the guy's name with the robot hand. I can't remember his name, but he is a fantastic actor. He's going places. And I watched him on Netflix recently, In the Shadow of the Moon, I think it was called, with time travel and stuff like that. That was a good film. Recommend that. And I mean, I know The Predator got a lot of shit, but he was good in that as well. I know the film got a lot of bad press, but I thought it was alright. I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. But that guy's a good actor. I can't remember his name, but if you've seen this in the robot hand, you'll know who I'm on about. But yeah, like I said, they go on the run with Professor X, and then X, I think it's 24, comes after him as well. Like a copy of Wolverine, basically, but a younger, stronger version who's just an outright beast, some monster. And he kills Professor X. Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. But yeah, I've seen, like I say, you know the ending. Hugh Jackman passes away, dies, but now I've given a brutal, just going in a brutal fight with X-24. So it was, when he took the serum though, when he shot himself up with the super serum, and it was like, raw, just outright beast mode. You know what I mean? There's rage, and then claws come out and just starts cutting people to pieces. I love that shit. I love it. Love it. I like it a lot. But yeah, please go watch this film. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. I know I keep saying it. I'm gonna say it with the other ones as well. Go and watch this film. It's beautiful. Go and watch it. Logan. Right. Final three. We have. See, this was a tough one as well. But we have Avengers Endgame. It was a toss-up because I wanted to put Infinity War on here as well, but I don't know. It was a tough one because I mean, I went to cinema to watch this, don't get me wrong. I sat there for 3 hours watching this film. in a packed out cinema, sitting next to my friend, and we loved it. But the 3 hours went very, very quick. I will say that. I will say that very much. But I know I should have said Infinity War because it's more action. I mean, there's action in this, don't be wrong. But in a way, this kind of is like a time travel heist story in a way. But I had to put this on, you know, because I mean it's the last one of their saga for this, so I had to. And like I said, the plot is they've got to go and get the Infinity Stones from Thanos, or before Thanos gets them. So they're all going to different points in the timeline. It's like we go to before Guardians of the Galaxy when Chris Pratt or Peter Quill got the, I can't remember, is it the Power Stone? I think it's the Power Stone, the purple one. And then obviously we get the Time Stone, and then the Tesseract. Oh, I can't remember all the stones, I really can't. But they're all scattered out, and we have to get them before Thanos finds them, gets them. You know what happened in Infinity War, so you know what's coming. But yeah, like I say, in the beginning, the first 10-15 minutes, Thanos is dead. His head is off. Thor's chopped his head off. I looked at my friend when we went to cinema. I was like, okay, and he was like, "Film's over. Let's go home." I was like, "Yeah," but obviously we were joking. But yeah, basically, it was weird. It was very, very weird. Very enjoyable film though, I will say that. But like I say, when we go into it, sorry, I was just looking at the back there, looking who was there and that. But yeah, when you get into the story of the film, there's loads of hidden layers. I mean, we go back to the first Avengers film to basically get the Tesseract, but then Loki, because obviously he's dead in Infinity War. He died at the start of Infinity War. So, and then we go back to the first Avengers film, and the Tesseract's there, and Loki disappears with it. Runs through a time portal, he's gone. So, and obviously Vision is dead as well. But obviously he's coming back for the Marvel TV shows that are on Disney Plus, which I will be watching. So, there you go. But yeah, I'm grateful this version of Loki is alive. Thank God. He is a good character. So I'm glad they kind of had to kill him off in a way. So he's killed off in that universe, but he's alive somewhere else, which is good, really. So it's all good. But yeah, when I see the Tesseract goes missing because Loki took it, they have to go back to like when I think like 1970s, I think it was, or 60s, I believe. I think it was the 60s. I'm trying to remember now. 60s or 70s. Pardon me. And Captain America and Tony Stark have to go back, and they meet Tony's dad, and it's not long till Tony's born as well. So it was a very heartwarming scene to see him talk to his dad, and obviously we know what happened with the Civil War and stuff like that. So it was interesting to see. It really was. So I mean, and then obviously we have well, they basically get the stones. Hulk puts the glove on, and then snap, everything's back to normal. Everyone's back alive. But then Thanos comes in, because obviously we've had old Nebula from first Guardians of the Galaxy, who basically bums Thanos. She's his daughter. But this new one obviously has been captured by the old one, and she basically looks like them, and she sends him through the portal, like the rift. And then he's in basically 2019, you know what I mean? Or, well, it's like set 5 years, isn't it? For it, no, it's like 2020, something like that. Basically set in present. So 2014 Thanos comes to like present day, basically. But he's younger, he's hungrier, and he doesn't give a shit, and he's going to kill people. You know what I mean? As with the one at the beginning, he'd done what he needed to do, and he was ready to die. So there you go. But yeah, then obviously the massive, huge, mega battle ensues with every single Marvel character. I mean, obviously I'll get to this. Before I get there though, I'll say this. The fight between Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man against Thanos was beautiful. That shit was quality. All three of them taking on him, and then when Cap lifted up the hammer, I can't pronounce his name now. Manure, I'm saying like Manor. Sorry, forgive me. I cannot pronounce the name. Forgive me. Mjolnir or something like that. Is that what it's called? Mjolnir or something. He lifts up the hammer and throws it. Me personally, just like everyone else in the cinema when I watched it, were like, "Fuck yes, yes, come on!" We couldn't believe our eyes. I mean, he nudged it in Age of Ultron. He nudged the hammer, and Thor was like, "Okay." He could always pick it up. He just chose not to. But yeah, when he picked it up, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And then when he threw it, it hit Thanos, and he's there swinging it. And Thor's like, "I knew it, I knew it." Then it all kicks off from there. So it all kicks off, and then we have the big, massive Marvel fight. All the Marvel characters come back, you know, all the Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Ant-Man, well, Wasp, should I say, not Ant-Man, but Wasp, you know. Everyone comes back, everyone, Bucky, Falcon, everybody. And then we have all Thanos' goons and everything. It's just like an outright war. It's just war. And it's just trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet away from Thanos before he gets it. And there's a few attempts where he gets it. Then Captain Marvel comes, destroys the spaceship. My favourite, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Captain Marvel, but the bit where Thanos basically tries to get the glove and he headbutts her. He actually headbutts her, and he just doesn't even faze her. And he's like, "Oh shit," like that. Basically, you see a look in his face, like, "Oh shit." But yeah, he gets the Power Stone and then punches her away. So that worked. But I mean, other than that, and then that was good. Don't get me wrong, that was fun. That was funny. That was. I did chuckle a little bit at that bit. But then we get to the main part when Thanos gets the glove, and then we cut to Doctor Strange, and he's looking at Tony and he goes, "This is the one, this is the moment." And then Tony realises this is it, it's sacrifice time, and he gets the glove, gets the stone, and Thanos goes, "Told you, I am inevitable." Boom, he got, It didn't work. He looks, the stones have gone, and Tony's got them. He's like, "I am Iron Man." Boom! Thanos lost. All his people have been wiped to dust, and then Thanos goes at the end as dust. Beautiful. But Iron Man died in the process. And then we have his funeral, and everyone's there. And it is, I mean, I was never a fan of the Iron Man films on his own, but with the Avengers and stuff like that, I loved them. I loved him. I thought he was fantastic. But it was a sad time. As a Marvel fan, it was sad to lose him. Apparently he's coming back in Black Widow. Apparently, but we don't know if it's true. But yeah, and Cap had to go back and drop all the stones back off where basically they found them. And then he didn't come back. And it turns out he's an old man. He stayed with Peggy, grew into basically becoming an old man. And I guarantee he had kids with her. He had kids with Peggy. And obviously he passed the Captain America shield to Falcon. So Falcon is your new Captain America. And there you have it. There was the end of Avengers Endgame, basically. So, yeah. If you got a spare 3 hours, go and watch this film. I do highly recommend it. I mean, with me, I've only got the Avengers, Age of Ultron, Avengers, there's Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and then Endgame. So yeah, go and watch it, Avengers Endgame, highly recommend it. Right, final two, and yes, I will say both of them are DC. I will say this, so don't judge me, okay, but this is how I feel. Number 2. Batman v Superman. I know this film, you know, it doesn't sit right with some people, but to me, as an avid DC fan, which I am, I love DC, but I like Marvel. There's your difference. As an avid fan of Batman and Superman, and mostly Superman, because I'm a big Superman guy. Pardon me, this film, to see this actually on screen, thank you Zack Snyder as well, trust me, to see this on screen was mind-blowing. It blew my mind. I thought in my life, in my generation, I would never see Batman and Superman and even Wonder Woman together on screen. I thought I'd never see that. Never. So, Zack Snyder, I say thank you. And release the Snyder Cut. Release it. For Justice League. But, yeah. Obviously, this takes place straight after, or more likely about a year or two after the events of Man of Steel. And obviously Batman was there watching the big fight between Superman and General Zod from the end of Man of Steel. And Metropolis is just outright destroyed. So, I mean, I'll try and, there's a lot to go through in this film, but I'll try and do my best. But, yeah, this is the Ultimate Edition as well, I think it is. Yeah. So, this is on for like nearly 4 hours. I watched this. Wow. But yeah, it all makes sense though. When you watch the Ultimate Edition, it does kind of make sense. So watch that one. But yeah, I love this film. Ben Affleck as Batman is, you know, just fantastic. And obviously Henry Cavill as Superman, again, is brilliant. Another English actor, Superman, beautiful. But I'll say, Batman, well, basically Batman does not like Superman. He thinks he's going to turn on us and kill us all, basically. So he's just basically trying to wipe him out, trying to kill him, and trying to find kryptonite and stuff like that. So, yeah, eventually he does get it in the end. But, I mean, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, he's alright. He's a good character in it. I don't mind him. He's a bit quirky, a bit weird, but, you know, I don't mind. But, obviously Lois Lane's back, you know, Martha's back, you know, Perry White, so stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, the film itself is, I think it's beautiful. I think the film is fantastic. Beautifully fantastic. I know I'm mixed up my words, but I genuinely love this film. I really do. Turn upside down, change covers. But I know a lot of people are iffy on it. That's understandable. That's fine. But as an avid DC fan, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. I could not believe it. I mean, because when we go into the film and then we see all the plots, and obviously Wonder Woman's in there, and then you got Superman trying to save people, trying to do the right thing, and people think he should like atone for what's happened with the damages and stuff like that. So, which is understandable. A lot of damage was caused in Man of Steel, a lot of damage. But I mean, what can you expect? He was fighting General Zod, so there's going to be loads of damage in that film, you know what I mean? You can't help that. But itself, I mean, when we get to it, and obviously we have that big fight scene and with Batman and Superman, and because obviously Lex wants Batman's head, and Superman's the only guy that could really do it. So go and get him. But obviously Lex has got Martha as well, so it's not really. So Superman's at a crossroads to go and kill Superman. I mean, but he tries to convince him to help him, and Batman's got his armor suit on, and it's just boom, 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 just fighting each other. And I love that one bit where Superman just walks up to him, and Batman's like, "I understand." And Superman just goes boom, just gives him a little push like that. And he goes, "What?" And he goes flying. He just pushed him, just a little tap like that, and he was gone. I'm like, the fuck? he was like he was nothing. Like he was nothing. You know what I mean? Like Superman said though, and what a lot of people need to understand. Superman could kill you. He could kill you without even thinking. Without even blinking, he could kill you. Because like he said in the film, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead already. Basically, true. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead already. It's there. It's true. It is true. So, I mean, fair enough. Obviously, Batman's got the kryptonite. He's got a chance. But all in all, if Superman wanted you dead, you'd be dead. Plain and simple. You can't stop him unless you have kryptonite. Done. Well, done, basically. But, yeah, then obviously they become friends after they find out they've got the same mum called Martha. So, well, not the same mum, but their mum's called the same name, basically. And all that. But, I mean, I don't mind the intro for the film as well, because obviously we get a new version of how the Waynes died. Obviously, we've got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and, is it Lauren Cohan? I think that's the name. Yeah, for obviously Walking Dead and that. And obviously Jeff Dean in Walking Dead. But there's rumours of the Flashpoint coming, and he's going to play Batman. So will she play Joker? That's the thing. Because in that Flashpoint, she become the Joker, his mum, after Bruce got killed and not them. So that's weird. That's very weird. But Jeffrey Dean would be fantastic as Batman. He would absolutely kill it. I think he'd be brilliant. But Zack Snyder needs to direct that. He really does. So hire him back, WB. Please give it to him. And yeah, obviously when they become friends and Batman goes to save Martha. Excuse me. Probably dry mouth. Goes to save Martha, gets her out, and Superman goes to Lex and goes to get Lex, but it's too late. And he's basically made General Zod into a mutant Doomsday, basically. It's not the actual Doomsday though, this is what Zack Snyder said, it's not Doomsday. The real Doomsday's out there somewhere, apparently. So, there you go. But, basically, they have that big massive fight with Doomsday. Batman, Superman, then Wonder Woman joins. I mean, the fight itself is fantastic. I think it's some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time. I mean, when him and Doomsday are doing the heat vision, that to me it looked like some out of a video game. It was that cool. It was that fucking cool. But excuse me. What else was it? Obviously Batman trying to get involved, and then when we get to the final, obviously, because every time you hit, I'll get there in a minute, but every time you hit Doomsday with a certain amount of blows, he gets bigger and stronger and the spikes start coming out of his body. So it's just basically fed on power, basically, or energy, pure energy. And obviously Superman takes him to space and the nuclear bomb hits him. Doomsday survives. Superman is incapacitated for a bit, but the sun heals him and he's back, gone. And then we obviously get to the ending, and then Batman gets the kryptonite gas. Superman, after saving Lois from almost drowning, gets the kryptonite spear, plunges it straight through Doomsday, I'll say Zod, but Doomsday's chest into his heart. And then obviously Wonder Woman cut off Doomsday's hand, and obviously a spike come out of it. It stabs Superman in the chest, and pardon me, and then Superman pushed the spike through. On the spear, sorry, through his chest, and that finished him completely. But obviously they both killed each other. So, both dead. And then obviously it's just a somber ending, and, you know, what can you do? But then obviously we get hints of, like, from what Bruce Wayne says, Ben Affleck, we're going to need people, because obviously early in the film, well near the end of the film, we see, like, Flash cameo, Aquaman, Cyborg, so they're all coming. It's just, you know, go and get them because something dark is coming. Dark side, obviously. And obviously we see Steppenwolf at the end as well with Lex. So, yeah. I mean, I love this film. I'll say the ending, obviously, with the coffin, Superman's coffin. And then you see the dirt just rise and it ends. Brilliant. Yeah, I recommend this film. And if you're a good avid DC fan, please go and watch this. Give it the love it deserves, because it is a good film. It is a good watch. But watch the Ultimate Edition. Watch it. But yeah, I love this film. I never thought, like I say, in my generation, in my life, I'd see this. But it got made, and I thank Zack Snyder for this. I really, really do. The guy is a genius. I think he's a genius. Well, that's my opinion. But yeah, go and watch Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice. Recommend it. Last one. Man of Steel. It had to be. This film, to me, is very, very personal. I love this film. Mwah. Very personal to me, because I am a big Superman fan. Very big, very big. I've even got a tattoo of him on my arm. So, when I heard this film was being made, I was a bit hesitant at first. Obviously, we had Christopher Reeve, who's fantastic. Brandon Routh Superman was good. I did enjoy Superman Returns. It wasn't too bad. I know we should have got a planned sequel on that one, but we didn't get it, so I don't know what happened there. But this one, obviously Zack Snyder again directing. I can't say much about it. I mean, when this come out at the time, I was with my ex-partner, and if anyone remembers, they were dropping a trailer, but it was in Kryptonian time, like a countdown timer, and I was checking it every couple of days. And then when we got down to the last, like, I think like the last like minute or so, we were there counting away. Me, my then partner, when this come out, because I went to cinema with her and watched it, beautiful. And my friend was there as well. And then obviously we got down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3-minute trailer. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'll shit you not, I was crying when I saw that trailer, because it was beautifully done, and this film is beautiful. Zack Snyder nailed this film, absolutely nailed it. The film is a gem, it's beautiful, it's a work of art. This is my opinion, so please don't hate on me, please don't, but this is how I feel. I love this film, I absolutely love this film. For my generation, I mean, we had Christopher Reeve, and I love Christopher Reeve with a passion. I love Tom Welling. He was my Superman for 10 years. And Smallville. Obviously, Brandon Routh was good. I did enjoy him. But this is my Superman. This is my true Superman. I love Henry Cavill in the role. He was born to play Superman. This film is just a masterclass. Again, it's, in my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10. It is. Well, I don't go that far. I go 5 out of 5. But I'm just saying, if I went that far, I'd give it 10 out of 10. And I know some people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. But like I say, don't hate the player, you know, hate the Rotten Tomato score. But no, I'm joking. But like I say, it's my opinion, and I respect each and any other one's opinion on this film. I know some people aren't really a fan, and that's absolutely fine. And some people do like this film. Like me personally, I love this film. This film is, it's amazing. I know I keep saying it, but I love this film. It is, to me, very close to my heart. This film is very, very close to me. I could watch this anytime I wanted to, and I would never get sick of it. Pardon me. I mean, obviously, because it basically is the origin, in a way. Kind of. There's kind of like a bit of an origin story there with Clark Kent. I mean, the plot obviously comes to Earth, blah blah blah. We know the plot basically, but some things are done differently. It's like he's learned to use his powers, and he admits that he's an alien. We know he's an alien, and they admit it, which is something they've never done before. He is an alien. It's what he is. You know what I mean? But yeah, then obviously the beginning bit with Russell Crowe and Henry Cavill, or Superman, or Kal-El, should I say? I make names. But Kal-El is the first Kryptonian baby to be born in, like, I think it's like 1,000 years or something like that. And the beginning bit, obviously with Michael Shannon as well, is General Zod. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant choice for General Zod. And it's the way it's done. Obviously, General Zod kills Russell Crowe's Jor-El, and then Zod gets captured, and they obviously send Kal-El up to Earth, and you know, we know what happens there. But then General Zod gets put into the Phantom Zone, but then Krypton blows up, as we all know, and Zod escapes. And obviously we cut to Clark being older, you know, he's saving people, you know, an oil rig and stuff like that in the middle of the ocean. And yeah, he accidentally finds he finds the ship, one of the old ships, turns it on, and obviously it sends out a beacon to General Zod. He's like, oh, okay, because they've been searching the galaxy for years, 30 years, looking for stuff, and then they finally get that, you know, that bleep on the radar, or blip. So, and then basically Zod wants to make Earth in his image of Krypton, so kill everyone, so only the Kryptons can live, basically. And obviously Superman is not going to stand for that, and the battle ensues, basically. And it's amazing. It takes, I mean, obviously the story in between, obviously he meets Lois, Perry White and all that stuff, and we get to the, like I say, when he goes on the General Zod ship, and the atmosphere is different because he's not used to it, which I thought was a very clever thing to do. He's only been used to our atmosphere, Earth's atmosphere. He's never been used to Kryptonian atmosphere. That's why he lost his powers, because on Krypton, he's basically a human. He is. But on Earth, he's got powers. That's how it works, is the yellow sun. And I mean, when he first got his suit and he tried to fly and he was jumping, I was enjoying it. I was sat at the cinema, I was like, literally like that. I couldn't believe my eyes. I just I could not believe it. I loved every minute of this film, every moment. And obviously when we get to the big fight, like I said, the big fight at the end, and obviously all the other people go back to Krypton, well, back to the Phantom Zone. And I mean, the fight, I'm skipping ahead because I'm not excited about this film. I mean, the fight in the cornfield with Zod and Superman, when he, you know, starts smacking him in the face, you will not touch my mother, you're a threatener. That was, I've never seen Superman go in like that, never. And obviously he's fighting the big geezer and the woman in Smallville. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. And then also they all get sent back to the Phantom Zone except for Zod, and then you have the big brawl at the end between Superman and Zod. It's just outright carnage. It takes 2 people to destroy a city. As in Avengers, it takes how many people? About 6 or 7. And this one takes 2 people. But I know there was more players, but in general it was 2 people. But yeah, but like I say, then it comes to the crunch of like, this family's trapped in a corner and Zod uses heat vision to basically try and kill them, and Superman's like, don't do it, no, no, no. And there's only one way to stop him, and that's to kill him. And Superman just full on snaps his neck, completely snaps his neck. And Superman hated that decision, but he had no choice. He had no choice to make that decision, and I respect that choice. I know a lot of people are like, that's bullshit, blah, 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 blah. But I respect that decision, because I was reading, when the film came out, I was reading stuff about it, and apparently they wanted to put Superman in this position, because I think, what was it, Zack Snyder said, he doesn't want to make a film without consequences, and that was a consequence. He killed General Zod to save people, and he will get the backlash for that. He has to. You know what I mean? And he did, obviously, with Batman v Superman. But it needed to be done. It's something that I stand firmly with. I stand right next to it. It had to be done. I would have done the exact same thing if I was in that position. I would have pulled his head off. You know what I mean? But there you go. But I love it when he snapped his neck there. It made like a ripple effect. It was that powerful. I loved it. But yeah, obviously we, you know, got the ending, and then he goes to work for the Dead Planet, and then boom, the film ends. Film is over. But yeah, I recommend this film. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I mean, everyone's got different tastes in films. I respect other people's opinions, and honestly, I hope you lot respect mine. I really do. And this film is close to my heart. Like I said, I love this film with a passion, with an absolute passion. I love it. And go and watch it, that's all I say. If you're a true DC fan, you will not be disappointed. It's beautiful. Thank you, Zack Snyder. Man of Steel. There it is. So, yeah, that was it. That was my 10 favourite films. And I hope you enjoyed this. And obviously, like I say, it's only my opinion, so don't shoot me, please. I mean, it's just obviously how I feel about the films and in general. So, yeah, I hope you like this video. Hopefully I'll try and do more. And, yeah, please leave a like, share, and subscribe if you can see that. Please subscribe. I'll probably hold it here. Subscribe. There you go. Woohoo! So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, peace.